Second part of the chapter is matter around us pure. Look at these images. The concept which I am trying to tell you here is the concept of concentration. And by concentration, I don't mean ध्यान देना, concentrate on your studies. No. Concentration means how much amount of one thing you are putting into another. This is pure water. But if I put one drop of ink, will it be pure water? No. It will become a mixture. It will become a solution. It will become a true solution और कोलोइडल सॉल्यूशन और सस्पेंशन सॉल्यूशन. तो जब दो चीज मिक्स होती है तो वो सॉल्यूशन बन जाता है. इट कैन बी होमोजेनस, हेट्रोजेनस, कोलोइडल, सस्पेंशन, ट्रू सॉल्यूशन. वी हैव सीन ऑल दिस लास्ट टाइम. When you are adding something, the question is how much are you adding, and that decides concentration. तो इस पानी की बॉटल में if I drop one drop of ink, it is less concentrated. 5 drops more concentrated, 50 drops high concentration. रोज सुबह चाय कॉफी या दूध पीते हो, उसमें शुगर होता है. Concentration means how much sugar you are putting in your tea, coffee or milk. That's concentration. Population of India versus population of US. India is more. Space in India versus space in US. The space is less in India. The automatic the population is more concentrated in India. तो अगर ये सारे पोल्का डॉट्स में से इंडिया चूज करना है तो शायद 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 आई विल चूज दिस एज इंडिया. कम जगह में बहुत सारे डॉट्स. और यूएस चूज करना है तो ये ज़्यादा जगह में कम डॉट्स, ऐसा कुछ. सो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन मीन्स बेसिकली हाउ मच solute you are putting in how much solvent. Concentration of a solution. Concentration का shortest definition is the amount of solute dissolve in the solvent. कितने solvent में कितना solute mix कर रहे हो उससे concentration decide होता है. इसके लिए soluble होना ज़रूरी है, वरना कोई मतलब नहीं है concentration find करने का. Solubility means what? Solubility means ability of a solute to get dissolved in the solvent. Can you dissolve stones in water? Impossible. But you can dissolve salt in water. You can dissolve coffee in water, but you cannot dissolve tea in water. चाय dissolve नहीं होती, but coffee हो जाती. So when a solute is put into solution and dissolved, then you get concentration. And concentration can be high, low, medium, less, more. Depends on how you are understanding it. Look at these test tubes. एक छोटे बच्चे को भी पूछा तो वो बता देगा that which is high concentration and which is less concentration. This is based on color. This is less concentrated. This is more concentrated. And this is most concentrated. This is less concentration of red color and this is maximum concentration of red color. That's called concentration. How much color, how much tea, coffee, sugar or whatever you are adding to the solvent. There are two types of solution if you think from the perspective of concentration. कॉन्सेंट्रेशन के हिसाब से सोचोगे तो दो तरह के सॉल्यूशंस होते हैं. द फर्स्ट इज कॉल्ड सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन एंड सेकेंड इज कॉल्ड अनसैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन. यू लव आइसक्रीम, यू हैव वन स्कूप ऑफ आइसक्रीम, यू आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड, देन यू हैव वन मोर स्कूप, थोड़ी जगह और है, यू आर ग्रीडी, हैव वन मोर स्कूप, 5 स्कूप खा लो, फिर छठे स्कूप की जगह है. नो, वॉट यू टेल इन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, आई एम सैचुरेटेड विद आइसक्रीम. सैचुरेटेड का मतलब होता है फुल, अब और जगह नहीं है. सो सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन का मतलब है हाउसफुल, बट ऑफ कोर्स यू डोंट राइट हाउसफुल इन एग्जाम. You write in exam when no more solute can be dissolved in the solvent, that solution is called saturated solution. मतलब एक मग पानी लो और चुटकी भर नमक, गॉन, डिजॉल्व, और नमक, dissolved, or namak, dissolved. Can this go on endlessly? No, it cannot be endless. In the beginning, you are dissolving salt and creating solution. But more salt, more salt, more salt, एक टाइम ऐसा आएगा जिसमें सॉल्ट नीचे जमा हो जाएगा, इट विल स्टॉप डिजॉल्विंग. And the minute it stops to dissolve, you will find NaCl settling down. मतलब पानी इज हाउसफुल, अब और जगह डिजॉल्व करने के लिए नहीं है. एट दैट टाइम दिस सॉल्यूशन इज कॉल्ड सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन. दिस इज सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन बिकॉज इसमें और जगह नहीं है. क्या प्रूफ है? प्रूफ ये है कि ऑलरेडी नीचे नमक बैठ गया है, जगह होती तो डिजॉल्व हो जाता. दैट्स वाई सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन बनाने के लिए यू हैव टू पुट एक्स्ट्रा सोल्यूट, मिक्स एज मच एज पॉसिबल, एक्स्ट्रा विल सेटल डाउन, और ऊपर से सॉल्यूशन यूज कर लेने का. दैट्स कॉल्ड सैचुरेटेड. और अनसैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन मतलब देयर इज मोर स्पेस इन द सॉल्यूशन. When more solute can be dissolved in the solvent, it is called unsaturated. Going back to our test tubes, we discussed it in the language of a common man, less and more. But now if I had to discuss it in the language of science, saturated and unsaturated, so I would say that this one is saturated and this one जिसमें और जगह है रेड कलर डालने की इज अनसैचुरेटेड. दिस इज अनसैचुरेटेड, दिस इज सैचुरेटेड. दैट्स द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. इट कैन बी कैलकुलेटेड. Concentration can be calculated and it is very necessary whenever somebody is selling soap, colin, spray, cleaning agents, medicines, सब में कॉन्सेंट्रेशन लिखा होता है. एसिड हाईली कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड, लेस कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड, एक्सेट्रा. सो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कैलकुलेट करने का एक फॉर्मूला है विच इज वेरी वेरी सिंपल. कॉन्सेंट्रेशन मीन्स हाउ मच सोल्यूट यू आर टेकिंग डिवाइडेड बाय हाउ मच सॉल्वेंट. बट ये सॉल्वेंट नहीं, कुछ कंट्रीज में, कुछ साइंस में और कुछ टेक्स्ट बुक्स में अमाउंट ऑफ सॉल्यूशन लेते. थिंक एंड बी वेरी क्लियर इन योर माइंड दैट व्हाट इज सोल्यूट, व्हाट इज सॉल्वेंट एंड व्हाट इज सॉल्यूशन. तो सोल्यूट मतलब कम, सॉल्वेंट मतलब ज्यादा, और मिक्स करने के बाद जो बनता है वो है सॉल्यूशन. सो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन फॉर्मूला इज अमाउंट ऑफ सोल्यूट डिवाइडेड बाय अमाउंट ऑफ solution, solute upon solution. And this concentration is described in packaging of the product as mass by mass percentage or mass by volume percentage. बहुत छोटा सा एक सम आएगा and they will ask you to calculate what is mass by mass percentage of the solution or mass by volume percentage of the solution. And the formula is mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100%. और दूसरा है mass of solute upon volume of solution into 100%. Let's look at some examples to make it more clear. 2 gram salt in 100 gram flour. Lot જેમાંથી રોટલી અને થેપલા બનાવીએ તો આટા લો और आटे में 2 ग्राम नमक डालो and calculate the concentration. Concentration is equal to mass of solute upon mass of solution. Mass of solute means mass of salt. Salt is the solute जो कम है, and mass of solution मतलब mass of mixture. What is the mass of salt? 2 grams divided by what is the mass of mixture. This is where small thing you have to remember, you have to write 102 क्योंकि पूरे सॉल्यूशन का मास मांगा है. 100 ग्राम में 2 ग्राम ऐड करोगे तो क्या मिलेगा? 102 grams. Therefore final answer is 2 upon 102, whatever the answer is, but you have to multiply with 100. 2 upon 102 into 100, 1.96% is the mass by mass percentage. ये हो गया आंसर. मास बाय मास, मास એટલે ग्राम અને किलोग्राम. बट हर बार हम दो चीज सॉलिड मिक्स नहीं करते. लुक एट सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल. 2 gram salt in 100 ml water. Concentration is mass of solute divided by mass of solution. Mass of solute means mass of salt upon mass of the mixture. Mass of salt is 2 grams एंड मास ऑफ मिक्सचर जो भी आए वो मेजर करना पड़ेगा, वजन करना पड़ेगा और लिखना. 2 ml इंक इन 100 ml वाटर. ये दोनों मास नहीं है, ये वॉल्यूम है. हाउ मेनी ml इज वॉल्यूम नॉट मास. सो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन इज इक्वल टू वॉल्यूम ऑफ सोल्यूट अपॉन वॉल्यूम ऑफ solution. Volume of solute मतलब volume of ink upon volume of mixture. Volume of ink is 2 ml upon volume of mixture is 102 ml. याद रखना, दोनों को मिक्स किया है तो ज़्यादा हो गया ना. Multiplied by 100%, you will get 1.96% वॉल्यूम बाय वॉल्यूम कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. वो मास बाय मास था, ये वॉल्यूम बाय वॉल्यूम है. सो देर आर 2 टाइप्स ऑफ कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, मास बाय मास, वॉल्यूम बाय वॉल्यूम. एंड दिस इज, किधर गया भाई? दिस इज डायरेक्टली टेकन फ्रॉम योर टेक्स्ट बुक. सो रिमेंबर दिस. अरे भाई चल. There are various ways of expressing the concentration of solution, but here we will learn only 2 methods. That's why I ignored one of the sums बीच में छोड़ दिया, तुमने देखा होगा. Mass by mass percentage and mass by volume percentage. Volume by volume नहीं है, mass by volume नहीं है. So mass by mass, mass by volume. And this is one example. A solution contains 40 gram common salt in 320 grams of water. Mass of solute, mass of salt 40 gram, mass of solvent, mass of water 320 gram, mass of solution is equal to mass of mixture is equal to 40 plus 320, 360 grams. अब लगा लो फॉर्मूला. पूछा क्या है? पूछा क्या है? पूछा है कैलकुलेट द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ मास बाय मास परसेंटेज. एंड मास बाय मास परसेंटेज का टेक्सचुअल फॉर्मूला ये रहा. सिर्फ डिवाइड ही तो करना है और नो बिग डील. मास बाय मास percentage of solution is equal to mass of solute upon mass of, यही मेन है, सॉल्यूशन, मतलब 40 ग्राम सॉल्ट अपॉन 360 ग्राम टोटल, जो आंसर आए वो लिख देने का, इंटू 100 भूलना मत, 11.11% इंटू 100 इज अ पार्ट ऑफ फॉर्मूला. देर इजी, नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट, एक मार्क में पूछा तो बाकी पूछते भी नहीं, बट कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कॉन्सेंट्रेशन शुड बी रिमेंबर्ड. This is the old slide which we did last time. Properties of true solution, suspension solution and colloidal solution. Now, इसको मारो गोली. ये गोली मारी थी, कहाँ जाने दो, कोई बता. colloidal solution को ध्यान में रखो. Colloidal solutions are heterogeneous, particle size is small, particles are not visible through naked eyes, Tyndall effect is seen, they don't stay settled down, it's a stable solution, they cannot filter, you can centrifuge, जो भी है वो याद रखो. अब इसके एग्जाम्पल्स का लिस्ट बनाओ. लास्ट लेक्चर में एक मिल्क था जो क्लियरली दिख रहा था. एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ कोलोइडल सॉल्यूशंस आर दिस एंटायर टेबल. So now you have to memorize this entire table as examples of colloidal solution. सारे colloidals हैं. Plus the states are changing. Liquid in gas, solid in gas, gas in liquid, liquid in liquid, solid in liquid, gas in solid, liquid in solid, and solid in solid. All different types of combinations are possible, and when you mix them, what you get is a mixture, a heterogeneous mixture of colloidal solution. तो ये टेबल बाय हार्ट करना पड़ेगा. आज ही स्टार्ट कर दो, नेक्स्ट टेस्ट में आएगा. एंड देयर इज समथिंग टेक्निकल अबाउट दिस टेबल. बाय हार्ट करना एक तरफ, बट व्हाट इज द टेक्निकल पार्ट, आई विल क्विकली एक्सप्लेन यू. टेक, imagine that you have a beaker. What does the beaker contain? Solvent. In this beaker, you can put something, and that something जो एक स्पून में लेके तुम अंदर डालोगे is called solute. इसमें कुछ नया नहीं है, I hope you know. But science does not like simple and easy things. साइंस ने तुम्हारे लिए चीज़ें थोड़ी कॉम्प्लेक्स की है. If you are talking about solution, then the solution is made up of two things. कम मात्रा में सोल्यूट, ज्यादा मात्रा में सॉल्वेंट. बट इन केस ऑफ कोलोइडल सॉल्यूशन, they have played a very bad game with you. They have changed the name. सोल्यूट को, जो कम चीज है, उसका नाम बदल के बोल दिया है डिस्पर्स्ड फेज. Just like that. Don't ask what is dispersed phase. Understand what is dispersed phase. Dispersed phase is that which is less in quantity, जिसको हम solute बुलाते हैं. And solvent को बुलाते हैं dispersing medium. Dispersing medium का कोई मतलब नहीं है. Dispersing medium एक नाम है, मतलब the larger quantity जिसके अंदर कुछ ऐड करेंगे. So now if you focus on the table, they have written that very clearly here. Dispersed phase and dispersing medium. मतलब solute mixing in solvent creating colloidal solution, जिसका एक टाइप है जो तुम्हें बाय हार्ट करना है, और वो टाइप के अंदर एग्जाम्पल्स है which has to be by hearted. So what is fog? It's a colloidal solution. A colloidal solution where liquid is mixed inside gas. Liquid is the solute, gas is the solvent. Dispersed phase, dispersing medium. What is shaving cream? Shaving cream जो होता है पापा का, shaving cream is gas mixed inside liquid and it's a colloidal solution जिसको बुलाते हैं foam. What is sponge? Sponge is also a solid colloidal solution where gas is mixed inside solid. So please by heart this table. कुछ नहीं है, solvent solute का mixture के नाम है और नाम बदल के solute solvent की जगह पे dispersed phase and dispersing medium बुलाया. So remember it. Next test में बहुत आएगा. This is the second half of the chapter, and this second half talks about separating the components of a mixture. So we know mixture is made by mixing 1, 2, 3 or 5 things, and whenever we mix something it creates a solution, and solutions are of 3 types: true solution, colloidal solution, suspension solution. एंड कुछ सॉल्यूशन फिजिकल मेथड से सेपरेट होते हैं, कुछ सेंट्रीफ्यूगेशन से, कुछ केमिकल इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल मेथड. वी सॉ लिटिल बिट ऑफ एवरीथिंग लास्ट टाइम, बट नाउ वी विल सी ईच एंड एवरी टेक्निक इन डिटेल हाउ टू सेपरेट. अब तक हम मिक्स करके सॉल्यूशन बना रहे थे, अब अलग अलग टाइप के सॉल्यूशंस को सेपरेट करने की टेक्निक्स देखेंगे. एंड ईच टेक्निक इज वर्थ 2 or 3 marks. ईच टेक्निक इज अ स्ट्रेट शॉर्ट नोट. So remember entire technique with figure of whatever we do. First technique is how can we obtain the colored component dye from a blue or a black ink. Ink is made up of mixing dye and water, and some of the inks are solvent based, but here we are looking at normal ink, which is a mixture of a particular dye, which is a powder, and water. And how to separate it? The separating method is called the method of evaporation. So you simply heat it so that the water evaporates and what you get is pure dye. Look at the construction. You have to take a burner and boil water in a beaker. Direct flame is dangerous. It can destroy your dye, it can destroy your ink, सब खराब हो जाएगा. Correct way of doing this experiment is, in a dish take the ink and put it on boiling water, and that boiling water provides it enough heat that all the water will become vapor, and what will be left behind is the dye. Not only dye, if you want to separate dissolved salt or dissolved sugar, then also this technique works very well. So as such, salt and sugar cannot be separated after dissolving. You can use this technique of evaporation to evaporate the water, and what will remain in the dish is salt or sugar. Second technique is a technique called centrifugation. Now what is happening is, in evaporation, what was the basis of separation? The basis of separating was difference in ability to evaporate. एक चीज evaporate हो सकती है, दूसरी नहीं. So water was evaporable and ink, dye, salt, sugar was not. Therefore we could separate it. In this case, what is the concept? The concept is not about evaporation, the concept is about difference in density. Heavy and light, dense, not dense. And that difference in density, we take advantage and use it to separate material. What can we separate? Applications. The use of this technique, which is called centrifugation, is done in diagnostic laboratories. You can see these two test tubes. This is test tube with blood in it. The first test tube contains pure blood without centrifugation, and this test tube contains blood after centrifugation. And you can clearly see the two things have separated. This is blood, actually it should be blood cells, and this is plasma. तो पहले वो एक solution था, but after centrifugation we were successfully able to separate it into two parts, plasma and the blood cells. So laboratory use this technique. Then it is used in dairies and homes to separate the butter from cream. Milk gives you cream, and from that cream, એટલે malai, we make butter. And in big industries like Amul, centrifugation technique is used to separate the butter from the cream. You can see these three test tubes. This is the white portion, and this is not so white, liquidy portion. So we have successfully separated the cream and the remaining water. और ये क्रीम में से फिर बटर भी सेपरेट कर सकते. तो पहले पूरा वाइट था, बट आफ्टर सेंट्रीफ्यूगेशन यू कैन सी द सेपरेशन ऑफ टू layers. And third use is in washing machines to squeeze out the water from wet clothes. You would have seen that the last 10 minutes of the washing cycle of washing machine, the rotor is rotating very fast, and that rotation removes all the water and throws it out in the drum through which it goes into the outlet. So uses can be asked as a separate question. Let us look into what is centrifugation. Sometimes the solid particles in the liquid are very small and pass through filter paper. हम फिल्टर भी कर सकते थे ब्लड को, लेकिन ब्लड पूरा निकल जाएगा फिल्टर में से. The cells will not get separated. Therefore, wherever there is filtration not possible, we can use centrifugation. जो चीज़ फिल्टर नहीं कर सकते वो सेंट्रीफ्यूज कर सकते. तो जब टी बनाते चाय, तो चाय गढ़नी थी गाढ़े, बिकॉज टी कैन बी फिल्टर्ड. बट वेन यू मेक कॉफी and you want to remove extra coffee from your liquid, you need this technique called centrifugation. What is the principle of separation? The principle of separation is that denser particles are forced to settle at the bottom, and lightweight particles always stay at the top. Therefore, you can conclude that plasma is lightweight, blood cells are heavier, therefore blood cells settle down. Here you can conclude that cream is lightweight but water is heavy. So when milk is centrifuged, દૂધની તપેલી જેમાં દૂધ ઉકાળેલું હોય પછી મલાઈ થાય, 2-5 કલાક પછી અથવા ચા 5 જ મિનિટ પછી મલાઈ ઉપર ફ્લોટ કરે, because cream is lighter than water. So water settles down and creams come on top. And if you want this to happen quickly, you have to use centrifuge. And centrifuge is a machine. It's like a washing machine drum. It knows only to rotate fast. And once you rotate things fast, you can see the before it was mixed, but after the heavy particles got collected at the bottom and lightweight thing remained at the top. This technique is called centrifugation for separating on the basis of density of particles. This is the easiest technique to separate liquids which are immiscible. Immiscible means liquids which do not mix with each other. And look at this example. Liquid 1, 2 and 3, which are not mixing with each other. The top layer is oil. The bottom layer is milk. the middle layer, and the last layer is honey. Honey is the heaviest, it settles down. Then is the milk, and oil floats on the top. These are called immiscible liquids, जो कितना भी mix करो वो mix होंगे नहीं. And this is the photograph of simply oil and water. How do you separate these liquids? Pour the entire batch into something called as separating funnel. Separating funnel is the name of this glass cylinder. Once you fill in, slowly let the layers form again. And after the layers have been formed, you take the first beaker and open the stop cork. When you open, this entire light blue colored liquid starts to flow out and gets filled into this beaker. Stop. Once that entire layer comes out, change the beaker, start again, take the second layer. So it's the most simple technique used for immiscible liquids. Applications of separating funnel is to separate mixture of oil and water and extraction of iron from its ore. So remember the two things, तेल और पानी को अलग करना है तो सेपरेटिंग फनल, और आयन को उसके ओर में से अलग करना है तो भी ये मेथड यूज करते हैं. द लाइटर स्लैग इज रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम द टॉप. लाइटर स्लैग रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम द टॉप and molten iron which is heavy is removed from the bottom. So it's molten iron, so it's thousands of degrees hot, but even in that hot condition you can have huge separating funnels created from brick, stone, cement, where molten iron और उसका कचरा जिसको slag बोलते हैं, तो कचरा ऊपर फ्लोट करेगा, molten iron नीचे बैठ जाएगा, नीचे से pipeline will take molten iron away and ऊपर से कचरा will be taken away. That is the use of separating funnel technique for immiscible liquids, means liquids which cannot mix. What is the principle behind this? The scientific principle is that immiscible liquids separate out in layers because of difference in densities. Once again densities. और यहाँ पे डेंसिटी का इतना ज़्यादा फर्क है that you don't need centrifuge. Here, the density was very similar, therefore everything was mixed, तो तुमको centrifugation की ज़रूरत है. But here, you don't need centrifuge. They are already separated. सिर्फ separating funnel use कर सकते हैं. Next separating method is to separate salt and ammonium chloride. Now, whenever two things are mixed, a scientist applies his brain that how can I separate these two, what technique can I use? Ammonium chloride can sublime. Sublimation. Remember sublimation? Solid directly becomes gas and salt does not sublime. So in this technique, we are going to take benefit of the property called sublimable or sublimity. Mix salt and ammonium chloride, or it is already mixed जो तुम्हें separate करना है. Take it in a china dish. China dish सिर्फ नाम है, वो Chinese नहीं है. It's just a glass dish. Take the mixture of salt and ammonium chloride and start to heat it directly. कुछ चीज़ में डायरेक्ट हीट कर सकते हैं, कुछ चीज़ में नहीं. Heat it directly. The minute salt and ammonium chloride is heated, ammonium chloride starts to vaporize. It becomes vapor. You see vapors of ammonium chloride. And you have to put a cotton plug here so that the vapors do not escape. तो ये funnel है, डिश के ऊपर फनल को उल्टा रख के गर्म करना शुरू कर दो. All the ammonium chloride within few minutes will become gas. Why? Because it is sublimable and salt will remain in the dish. So after separating, we get salt in the dish and ammonium chloride vapors in the funnel. we have successfully separated two things on the basis of property of sublimation. Some examples of sublimable components are ammonium chloride, camphor, ये दोनों मैंने लास्ट वीडियो में भी बताया था. Two new things is naphthalene and anthracene. Naphthalene balls is that white colored balls which you put in bathroom, toilets, cupboards, અને જેને ગુજરાતીમાં કહેવાય વાંદાની ગોળી. તો naphthalene balls sublime means you leave naphthalene ball next to your window. After 10 days that ball is गायब. कहाँ गया? वो धीरे 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 गैस बन जाता है. That's called sublimation, and this is the technique of separating on the basis of sublimation. Now this is a unique, very new and interesting technique of separating components. It is called chromatography. What do we do here? Let's read first. The ink that we use has water as the solvent and dyes is soluble in it. जो ink use करते हैं हम ink pen के लिए और for putting into gel pens and whatever ink which we use for printing, printouts, colored ink. Ink is a mixture where water is the solvent and different dyes are mixed. Dye એટલે પાવડર વાળો કેમિકલ જે પાણીમાં નાખો એટલે કલર થાય. હોલીમાં કેમિકલ કલર્સ આતે and those chemical colors are in a very small pouch. वो दिखता सब डार्क ब्राउन और ब्लैक है, but the minute you put it into water it becomes yellow, green, pink, purple, because what they are selling in that small packet is the dye, and that dye you put it in water, you get ink. Sometimes many dyes are put into a particular ink, and now if you want to separate all those and see कि इसके अंदर 2 डाई है, 3 डाई है कि 4 है, then we have to use this technique called chromatography. What is chromatography? I'll explain now directly with the help of this diagram. Take a strip of paper, and it's not ordinary paper. There are special chromatography papers available in the market. It's available in a laboratory for pharmaceutical industry, pathology lab, etc. So take a strip of paper, इतना सा होता है. Draw a small line with pencil and put the drop of the ink. Ink का एक डॉट रखो वहां पे ड्रॉपर से. Then take this paper, it's like a tissue paper, it can absorb. Take that paper and dip it inside a container containing water. But एकदम limited पानी होना चाहिए. Suppose this is the level of water. This is the level of water. This is my paper. The paper should just touch water. Not going too deep, not going too far. The paper should just touch the water. Close the jar. Wait for some time. What will happen is this. The minute you touch water, the paper starts to absorb water. पानी ऊपर भागने लगता है और पानी का कलर है ब्लू. तो हम और डाई थी रेड डॉट. So I'm making the red dot here. This is the dye, and this is our water. Now water starts to get quickly absorbed by the paper. And remember, this one drop of ink has dye in it, and dye is water soluble. तो होता क्या है, ये जो पानी है, इस पानी में these dye molecules get dissolved, and that dye molecule also starts to run with water. They all start running up and up and up. और ऊपर दौड़ते दौड़ते धीरे धीरे साथ छूटते जाता है. Imagine 5 friends running together. After running for 5 minutes, definitely one of the friend will be last, one of the friend will be first. तो सिर्फ स्टार्टिंग में पांचों साथ में भागते हैं, फिर अपनी अपनी कैपेसिटी के हिसाब से अलग हो जाते हैं. Similarly here, they are running with the water, but after some time they get separated, एंड देन यू विल सी पैचेस. एक पैच इधर दिखेगा, एक पैच इधर दिखेगा, एक पैच इधर दिखेगा, and this tells you that the ink which we put here contained three different components or three different dyes, and this process of separating is also on basis of density and water solubility. If it is soluble in water and if they have different densities or size, then you can use this technique. So please remember the scientific principle behind this. It's water solubility and difference in density. Continuing to read, this process of separation of components of a mixture is known as chromatography. Chroma in Greek language means color, and this technique was first used for separating colors. Therefore, it's called chromatography. Chromatography is the technique used for separation of those solutes that dissolve in the same solvent. As I said, principle is water solubility, but it's not necessary to take only water. It can be alcohol solubility also. If your dye is soluble in alcohol, you can dip it in alcohol. If your dye is soluble in acid, you can use acid also. So its solubility basically in the same solvent. With advancement of technology and newer techniques of chromatography, new things have been developed. You will study about chromatography later on in higher standards. फिलहाल uses याद रखो: to separate the colors in the dye, to separate the pigments from natural colors, and to detect drugs from blood. अगर तुम ड्रग्स लेते हो या कोई दवाई लिए जो तुम्हारे शरीर में है कि नहीं पता करना है, तो ब्लड का एक ड्रॉप रख के क्रोमेटोग्राफी करेंगे, एंड देन दे विल कंपेयर इट विथ अनदर सैंपल एंड फाइंड आउट विच ड्रग यू हैव टेकन. दिस इज द सेम chromatography thing, but interestingly what has been separated is palak ka juice. Palak is green leaves, and green leaves contain chlorophyll. So when you put a drop of palak juice and do chromatography, you can see how many different layers it gets separated into. इससे साइंटिस्ट को पता चलता है कि पालक जूस में कौन कौन सी चीज़ें होती है, and later on they experiment, they give names, and they find out that it is this and this and this and this. This is just extra photo, but it has a lot of uses. So that's chromatography. Now separating two immiscible liquids, two liquids which do not mix, it was very easy. Separating funnel लो, नल खोलो, एक निकल गया, फिर दूसरा, फिर तीसरा, सेपरेट हो गए. But how to separate two liquids which are miscible, जो liquids perfectly mix हो जाते हैं, उनको कैसे अलग करते हैं? The concept is called distillation. And distillation does not work on the principle of evaporation or densities. It works on the principle of difference in boiling points. बॉइलिंग पॉइंट्स में फर्क है, तो तुम ये टेक्निक यूज कर सकते हो. लेट्स लुक एट दिस एग्जाम्पल. दिस इज, आई हैव अ मिक्सचर कंटेनिंग एसीटोन एंड वाटर. एसीटोन और पानी भूल से मिक्स हो गया है, अब मुझे अलग करना है. थिंक, एक कंटेनर लो, एसीटोन और वाटर को गर्म करो, पानी उड़ जाएगा, एसीटोन रह जाएगा. द फर्स्ट टेक्निक इवापोरेशन, नॉट पॉसिबल, बिकॉज एसीटोन हैज लोअर बॉइलिंग पॉइंट देन वाटर. तो पहले एसीटोन उड़ जाएगा सारा और एंड में पानी बचेगा. बट हमें एसीटोन उड़ाना नहीं है, मुझे एसीटोन चाहिए. एसीटोन इज नेल पॉलिश रिमूवर. आई वॉन्ट टू रिमूव नेल पॉलिश विच आई हैव नॉट डन. तो गरम करने से कुछ नहीं होगा, बट गरम करके वापस ठंडा करो तो एसीटोन अलग हो जाएगा. So what is distillation? Is it works like this. Take the mixture of acetone and water in a container and start heating it. Direct flame पे रख दो. The minute it starts to heat up, acetone will be the first one to evaporate because उसका boiling point कम है. You see a thermometer is kept here, so we know how much heat to give. तो उतना ही हीट दो जितना एसीटोन का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट है. डोंट गो बियॉन्ड. सो व्हाट विल हैपन इज एसीटोन वेपर्स विल स्टार्ट टू गो अप एंड फ्रॉम देयर इट विल टेक अ टर्न. बाहर जाने का कोई रास्ता नहीं है. इट विल स्टार्ट टू गो थ्रू दिस पर्टिकुलर ग्लास ट्यूब. When gas is cooled down, it becomes liquid. And when liquid is heated, it becomes gas. So what idea you thought is कि एसीटोन को उसके एग्जैक्ट बॉइलिंग पॉइंट जितना गर्म करते हैं तो वो गैस बन जाएगा. वो गैस को दूसरी ट्यूब में ले जाते हैं और फिर ठंडा करके वापस लिक्विड बना देते हैं. एंड दिस गैस इज प्योर एसीटोन गैस. एंड व्हेन यू कूल इट in something called as condenser. Condenser means a apparatus, a machine which converts gas to liquid. So this water condenser, which is cold, converts acetone back to liquid, and therefore you have successfully separated acetone. Water किधर गया? Water अभी भी फ्लास्क में है and it's not evaporating because we are not allowing the temperature to reach 100 degrees centigrade. So water will never boil, therefore it will not evaporate. Only acetone will evaporate and get separated. That's how you separate immiscible liquids, by using a technique called distillation. Let's quickly read. This method is called distillation. It is used for separation of components of mixture containing two miscible liquids that boil without decomposition. ऐसी चीजें ही सेपरेट कर सकते हैं जिनको गर्मी सहन होती है. अगर तुम्हारा लिक्विड बॉईल करने पे डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाएगा, देन दिस टेक्निक इज रॉन्ग. प्लस बॉइलिंग पॉइंट में डिफरेंस अच्छा खासा होना चाहिए. इफ बॉइलिंग पॉइंट्स आर वेरी क्लोज तो हीट देने पे दोनों साथ में इवापोरेट हो जाएंगे, बट हमें दोनों साथ में नहीं चाहिए. We want acetone and water different. That's why we can use this for those chemicals which have good difference in their boiling points. To separate a mixture of two or more miscible liquids for which the difference in boiling points is less than 25 K, important, 25 Kelvin से कम difference है, then fractional distillation process is used. For example, the separation of different gases from air. This tells me that there are two types of distillation: simple distillation, fractional distillation. Simple distillation works well if difference in boiling points is more than 25 K. 25 केल्विन से ज़्यादा फर्क है, गर्म करो एक उड़ जाएगा एक रह जाएगा. बट फ्रैक्शनल डिस्टिलेशन इज यूज्ड और वर्क्स वेल इफ द डिफरेंस इन बॉइलिंग पॉइंट्स इज लेस देन 25 K. Remember it. Fractional distillation. And what is the use of fractional distillation? For separating components of air. Air is made up of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, argon, neon, lot of gases. और वो सारे gases को हवा में से अलग करना है तो you use the technique of fractional distillation. Also, second use of fractional distillation is separating components of crude oil. Crude oil contains 150 chemicals, out of which major is petrol, डीजल, केरोसिन एक्सेट्रा, और पेट्रोल, डीजल, केरोसिन वगैरह को क्रूड ऑयल में से अलग करना है तो भी वी यूज फ्रैक्शनल डिस्टिलेशन. सो रिमेंबर दैट देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ डिस्टिलेशन, सिंपल एंड फ्रैक्शनल. फर्क क्या होता है? द डिफरेंस इज फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम इज फिटेड बिटवीन द डिस्टिलेशन फ्लास्क एंड द कंडेंसर. ध्यान से देखना, डिस्टिलेशन फ्लास्क कहां है? ये रहा. और डिस्टिलेशन फ्लास्क में लिक्विड को गर्म करके गैसेस जाते कहां हैं? डिस्टिलेशन फ्लास्क से गर्म होके गैसेस जाते हैं कंडेंसर में. एंड दैट्स द एंड ऑफ इट. टू पार्ट्स, डिस्टिलेशन फ्लास्क, कंडेंसर. बट इफ द डिफरेंस इन बॉइलिंग पॉइंट इज लेस देन 25K, तो एक थर्ड कंपोनेंट अटैच किया जाता है, एंड दैट थर्ड कंपोनेंट इज कॉल्ड अ फ्रैक्शनेटिंग कॉलम which will be fitted here, which I'll show you in a second. But remember the basic setup of these three colors: the flask, the condenser and the fractionating column. तो नजदीक है बॉइलिंग पॉइंट तो भी अलग हो जाएंगे. एंड दिस इज द टेक्सचुअल डायग्राम वेर यू कैन सी दिस ग्रीन कलर्ड पार्ट which is called fractionating column. This red colored part is called the condenser, जो गैस को लिक्विड बनाता है, और ये है distillation flask, just a container. So this method is used for separating multiple things like in crude oil or air. A simple fractionating column is a tube packed with glass beads so that beads provide surface area for vapors to cool and condense repeatedly. जो वेपर्स है, वेपर्स को ठंडा होने के लिए सरफेस एरिया चाहिए. सो दोज ग्लास बॉल्स provide that necessary surface area. Look at this carefully, it is full of glass balls. Fractionating column. Now, how does fractional distillation work? It's not given in textbook, but I will quickly explain you. Crude oil comes from the earth. You have to drill, and crude oil is a super duper thick oily material. To fill crude oil here and start heating the entire flask. But अंधाधुन हीट नहीं करना है, controlled heating. Let the temperature reach 25 degrees. 25 डिग्री तक हीट करो. क्रूड ऑयल में से एक भाई साहब बोलेंगे बाय बाय, मैं जा रहा हूं, क्योंकि उसका बॉइलिंग पॉइंट आ गया. सो बॉइलिंग पॉइंट होते ही that component will evaporate and it will start the journey in gaseous form. ऊपर गया, ऊपर जाके वो ठंडा हो गया, टर्न मारा और ठंडा हो गया, और लिक्विड बन के बाहर निकल गया. थोड़ी देर बाद ये लिक्विड टपकना बंद हो जाता है. इट मीन्स कि वो पर्टिकुलर केमिकल पूरा बाहर निकल चुका है. Now is the time to increase the temperature to 35. Increase the temperature to 35, some other chemical will start to evaporate. Take a turn, condense, become liquid, और ये भरने लगेगा और थोड़ी देर बाद भरना बंद हो जाएगा. That's component 2. फिर से नया फ्लास्क लो, फिर से टेम्परेचर बढ़ाओ, फिर से किसी को निकालो, करते 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 200 डिग्रीज पहुंच जाओ, उसके बाद कुछ नहीं निकलेगा. दैट मीन्स व्हाट इज लेफ्ट इज टार, डांबर, कोल, जो कोल टार बोलते हैं, विच इज रोड बनाने के काम आता है. दिस इज टार. सो दिस इज द लास्ट रिमेनिंग, and these are called fractions. Fraction 1, fraction 2, fraction 3, 4, 5, 6. Fractional distillation. How can you obtain gases from air? Air is made up of gas. It has nitrogen, oxygen, argon. How to separate the gases from normal air? We'll learn now. Step number one, take air. Obviously, that's your raw material. Compress and cool by increasing pressure and decreasing temperature. ये by heart करना है. You have to compress the air. Air को दबाना है मशीन में so that it becomes cool. Temperature reduces, pressure increases. So pressure बढ़ाओ, temperature कम करो और हवा को compress करो. इतना compress करोगे लिक्विड बन जाए. Yes, liquid air is possible if you use the correct machine. Now, that liquid air is same like the liquid crude oil. और क्रूड ऑयल को हम धीरे धीरे गर्म कर रहे थे टू रिमूव फ्रैक्शंस. हम लिक्विड एयर को धीरे धीरे गर्म करेंगे टू रिमूव फ्रैक्शन. सी व्हाट इज रिटन, अलाउड टू वार्म अप स्लोली in a fractional distillation column. So the minute you start warming the liquid air, gases get separated at different heights. Which gases? Oxygen gets separated at minus 183 degrees, argon at minus 186 and nitrogen at minus 196. Guess, बहुत इंटेलिजेंट क्वेश्चन है. तीनों में से पहले कौन सा गैस निकलेगा? एंड इज आवर एयर हॉट और कोल्ड? आवर लिक्विड एयर is hot or cold? Our liquid air is cold. How much cold? Say minus 200 degrees. Now answer the question. Minus 200 डिग्री. अब सोच के बताओ, पहले नाइट्रोजन निकलेगा, आर्गन के ऑक्सीजन? नाइट्रोजन निकलेगा. बिकॉज यू आर अलाउिंग द एयर टू वार्म स्लोली. और माइनस 200 डिग्रीज वाली हवा जब गर्म होती है तो माइनस 198 हो जाती, फिर माइनस 196 हो जाती, फिर माइनस 186 हो जाती, फिर माइनस 183 और धीरे धीरे 0 डिग्री 10 डिग्री यू कंटिन्यूसली हीट द एयर. बाहर अभी 25 डिग्री है विच मीन्स द एयर हैज 25 डिग्री टेम्परेचर. कौन निकला सबसे पहले? माइनस 198, 196 पे निकला नाइट्रोजन, फिर निकला ऑक्सीजन और नहीं आर्गन, और फिर निकला oxygen. So remember, nitrogen comes out first from the fractional distillation column, and this is the diagram of that machinery which we call as fractional distillation column. It looks very complex, but you have to pay attention to the processes कि क्या क्या हो रहा है to separate air. First thing, filter, हवा चोखी करो. The air enters a machine which is creating high pressure. Because of high pressure, the air becomes hot. टेक्स्ट में कुछ और लिखा है, डायग्राम में कुछ और है, but that's how your textbook is. Don't worry. This hot air mixes with this pipe जिसके अंदर freezing cold पानी है. Chilled water is passed through the pipe and that chilled water chills the air. So air becomes cold and compressed. This cold and compressed air is now liquid. और जब हवा लिक्विड बनती है तो हवा के अंदर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होता है. That carbon dioxide becomes solid. Yes, remember this, we have not discussed it. Dry ice. Dry ice का मतलब होता है solid carbon dioxide. And solid carbon dioxide is unique because it directly becomes solid to gas upon heating. एंड आइसक्रीम वाला uses carbon dioxide to keep his ice cream chilled because it is very very cold ice. So dry ice means solid carbon dioxide, and solid carbon dioxide directly becomes gas if heated, and that's called sublimation. But gaseous carbon dioxide can also become solid if cooled, and that process is called deposition. And what is happening here is carbon dioxide is cooled so much that we get solid carbon dioxide out from the machine. पहला गैस निकल गया. अब लिक्विड एयर है, आगे जाती है. The liquid air continues its journey and then you slowly heat it. See fractional distillation column. Heat it slowly so that nitrogen comes out, आर्गन कम्स आउट, और लास्ट में लिक्विड ऑक्सीजन बचता है. उसको गर्म करके गैस बनाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. फिल इट इन अ सिलेंडर एंड गिव इट टू द हॉस्पिटल. ऑक्सीजन नो बाटलो. दिस इज हाउ वी जनरेट और सेपरेट द गैसेस फ्रॉम द एयर. एंड आई थिंक द लास्ट टेक्निक इज crystallization method. Crystallization method is used to purify solids. खड़ी साकर जो है, खड़ी साकर, खड़ी साकर ની અંદર रॉक सॉल्ट जिसको बोलते हैं या रॉक शुगर, उसके अंदर अगर कोई इम्प्योरिटी है जो लॉक हो गई है, उसको कैसे निकालने का, कचरा सेपरेट करना है फ्रॉम प्योर सब्सटेंस. ગોળ ગોળ હોય જેગરી, તો ગોળનો આખો આવો પથરો આવે. હવે ગોળની અંદર ક્યાંય કચરો ભરાયેલો હોય તો કેવી રીતે કાઢવાનો? ઇટ્સ અ સોલિડ થિંગ. વોટ ટુ ડુ ઇઝ, ફર્સ્ટ થિંગ યુ ડિઝોલ્વ ઇટ ઇન વોટર. હા, અને ગોળ લિક્વિડ ગોળ આપણને નથી વાપરવો, પણ ટુ સેપરેટ ઇટ, dissolve whatever crystal you have in water and make it liquid. And then do the process of crystallization to get back the solid. And how does this work? We'll read. For example, the salt we get from the sea water can have many impurities. દરિયામાંથી પાણી લાવ્યા, પાણી को evaporate कर दो, क्या बचा? Salt. But that salt is not pure. It has lot of impurities. How to remove these impurities? Crystallization. Crystallization is a process that separates a pure solid in the form of crystals from solution. Crystallization technique is better than simple evaporation technique. तो एक चीज समझो, I have sea water and sea water contains water, salt, chemical A and chemical B. What do I do? Evaporation technique. Water gets evaporated. What is left behind is salt, chemical A, chemical B. I don't want chemicals in my salt. Therefore, evaporation is a bad technique. What will I do? Evaporate तो कर दूंगा, but evaporation के बाद I will take the same salt which has chemical A, which has chemical B. I dissolve it in water, again make a solution and then do crystallization. Then the crystals which I get is pure salt. But कैसे होता है वो अब देखते हैं. Some solids decompose or some like sugar may get charred on heating to dryness. Evaporation is a bad technique, therefore you cannot use it everywhere. शुगर सॉल्यूशन को गर्म किया आगे पानी उड़ जाएगा, शुगर बचेगा, लेकिन शुगर जल जाएगा. That's why you cannot use this technique everywhere of evaporation. दूसरी चीज, some impurities like our chemical A and B may remain dissolved in the solution even after filtration. On evaporation, they contaminate the solid. पानी उड़ने के बाद जो सॉलिड है उसमें वो इम्प्योरिटीज रह जाती है क्योंकि वो इम्प्योरिटीज उड़ती नहीं है. और ये अवॉइड करने के लिए वी यूज क्रिस्टलाइजेशन. Application of crystallization is purification of salt that we get from sea and separation of crystals of alum which is called फटकड़ी. गुजराती में फटकड़ी और हिंदी में फिटकारी बोलते हैं. उसको प्योर करने का मेथड है ये. प्योर सॉल्ट एंड प्योर फिटकरी by crystallization method which will be clear in this video. This is a diagram which is not important but still you have to learn it for objectives or some basic questions. This is how we purify our drinking water. Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation provides us with drinking water or pure water. And how does it do it? Right from the dam all the way up to your tap. The process starts from reservoir. Reservoir means the dam. From that reservoir, there is a huge first tank where the water reaches. That tank is called sedimentation tank. यहाँ पे पानी क्या करता है? बस पड़े रहता है. और जब पानी को तुम हिलाओगे नहीं, तो solid impurities will settle down. And that's why the pipe is connected at the top so that impurities get settled at the bottom. So that's a sedimentation tank. Then loading tank. Loading tank में भी more impurities will be settling down. Detail में कोई पूछेगा नहीं. Then comes filtration tank. Filter करना पड़ता है पानी. And to filter, these are huge, thousands of liters of tanks which is filled with sand, gravel, coarse gravel એટલે રેતી, ઝીણા પથરા, મોટા પથરા. ये सब के बीच में impurities फंस जाती है और निकलता है प्योर वाटर. But still, bacteria and virus is still present in this water. You cannot stop them, but you can kill them by chlorination tank. So chlorination tank में they treat the water with chlorine and finally provide it at your home. The last topic is physical and chemical change. Throughout our lifetime, we see thousands of things which change in front of our eyes. Wheat becomes wheat flour. Wheat flour becomes what do you say? Batter. Batter becomes chapati. Chapati becomes naan, roti. Sometimes it becomes bread. Bread becomes toast. So much of change. Wheat, wheat flour, batter, bread, toast. Is this change? Yes. But the question is this called physical change or chemical change? और ये समझने में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा कि किसको फिजिकल चेंज बोलते हैं और किसको केमिकल चेंज. लेट्स रीड. लाइक कलर, हार्डनेस, रिजिडिटी, फ्लूइडिटी, डेंसिटी, melting point, boiling point are called physical properties. Write the physical properties of acids, base, metals, non-metals. किसी भी चीज़ की physical properties पूछ सकते हैं और वो सारी physical properties when they change, it's called physical change. Color changes, physical change. Hardness changes, physical change. Fluidity, flexibility changes, physical change. Sometimes some changes are chemical change. Guess, how do you know that there is a chemical change in the material? मैंगो की बात करते हैं. मैंगो का कलर बदलना, ग्रीन से येलो होना, इज अ केमिकल चेंज बिकॉज वो राइप हो रही है. मैंगो स्टार्टिंग में खट्टी होती है, फिर मीठी हो जाती है, इट्स अ केमिकल चेंज. कच्चे मैंगो में एसिड्स होते हैं, पक्के मैंगो में शुगर. हाउ डिड इट गॉट चेंज्ड? केमिकल. So some changes are chemical and some changes are physical. Let's understand them further. The interconversion of states is a physical change because these changes can occur without change in composition and no change in chemical nature of the substance. Interconversion of states मतलब solid to liquid, liquid to gas is called physical change. बिकॉज केमिकली कुछ बदला नहीं. तुम बर्फ खाओगे तो भी शरीर को पानी मिलेगा, तुम पानी पियोगे तो पानी मिलेगा. इफ यू इनहेल वाटर वेपर, स्टिल योर बॉडी इज गेटिंग वाटर एंड वाटर इज हार्मलेस, देयरफॉर नथिंग विल हैपन टू यू. ईट रॉक सॉल्ट, अखू मिठू, खारा लगेगा. टेक पाउडर्ड सॉल्ट, खारा लगेगा. पुट दैट सॉल्ट इन वाटर, ड्रिंक, खारा लगेगा. Salt is salt, whether it's rock salt, powder salt, liquid salt, salt is salt. Therefore, these changes are called physical changes only. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Although ice, water and water vapor all look different and display different physical properties. Ice is solid, water is liquid, vapor is gas. Physically अलग है, physical properties अलग है, but chemically same है. Chemically, ice, water and water vapor are same. Therefore, no chemical change. Both water and cooking oil are liquid, but their chemical characteristics are different. They different in odor. Smell अलग है पानी और तेल की. Inflammable. Water is not flammable. Oil is inflammable. Oil burns in air. But water exactly opposite, it does not burn, it stops burning. This is called chemical property, and chemical properties are always different from each other, and chemical property alag hai, therefore we consider oil and water as two different things. Ice, water, same. Oil, water, different. You understand now why they are different? Because chemically they are different. Burning is a chemical change. That's the first thing which you have to remember. किसी भी चीज़ को जलाओगे तो वो केमिकली चेंज हो जाएगा, बट किसी चीज़ को हिलाओगे, तोड़ोगे तो वो केमिकली चेंज नहीं होगा. दिस पेन इज मेड अप ऑफ प्लास्टिक. व्हेन आई ब्रेक इट, इट्स स्टिल प्लास्टिक, बट व्हेन आई बर्न इट, it's no more the same plastic, it has become something else. So burning is a chemical change. During this process, one substance reacts with another to undergo a change in chemical composition. So, chemically, thing is going to change in chemical change. और physical में chemical change नहीं होता है, but obviously chemical change brings change in the chemical properties of the matter. Chemical change से chemical properties change हो जाती है, and chemical change is also called a chemical reaction. This plus this is this. It's a chemical reaction. During burning of candle, both physical and chemical changes takes place. Can you find out what? Burning of a candle फिजिकल चेंज कौन सा हुआ? कैंडल सॉलिड था, वो लिक्विड बना, एंड लिक्विड वैक्स गैस बन के उड़ गया. एंड केमिकल चेंज क्या हुआ? द कैंडल वॉज मेड ऑफ वैक्स, बट फाइनली व्हेन इवोपरेशन हैपेंड, CO2, SO2, NO2, CO and carbon particles all left the flame. So wax got converted to all this, and that's called a chemical change, because burning is a chemical change. So let's apply some mind and find out which are chemical changes. जो भी रेड में है वो chemical change होगा. यहाँ पे लिख देते हैं chemical change. Cutting of trees, chemical change? No. Tree was standing, now tree is sleeping, now tree is chopped, and now tree is become a table. It's still the same wood. No chemical change. Melting of butter in a pan. बटर सॉलिड हो या लिक्विड हो सेम टेस्ट करता है, उतना ही सॉल्टी होता है, उसमें उतना ही कोलेस्ट्रॉल होता है और उतना ही टेस्टी होता है. देयरफॉर नो केमिकल चेंज. रस्टिंग ऑफ अलमीरा, आयरन कबाड़ वो रस्ट हो गया है, yes it's a chemical change because almira is made up of iron, but rusting means reaction with oxygen to become rust, એટલે Fe2O3. Boiling of water to form steam, not chemical change. Passing of electric current through water and water breaking down into hydrogen and oxygen, yes it's a chemical change. When water is given electric shock, then water divides into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. So there is definitely chemical change because there is a change in formula also. Dissolving salt in water, no chemical change. मैंने पहले भी कहा था salt खारा होता है, पानी में मिक्स करके पियोगे तो भी खारा होता है. Chemical properties don't change, therefore it's not a chemical change, it's a physical change. Making fruit salad with raw fruits. पाइनएप्पल खट्टा है, फ्रूट सैलड में डालो तो भी खट्टा ही रहेगा. वाटरमेलन लाल है, फ्रूट सैलड में डालने के बाद कलर चेंज हो जाएगा, इट विल स्टिल रिमेन रेड. देयरफॉर मेकिंग फ्रूट सैलड इज फिजिकल चेंज, नॉट केमिकल चेंज. बर्निंग ऑफ पेपर वुड, chemical change. Thank you.